So thank you so much to everyone that's joining me here this evening. I'm really, really excited to be here. Some of you may have watched my videos before. I've been doing videos for a couple of years now with Tim Wild, but this is my first time out presenting on my own. So it's just a really exciting evening for me. And I'm just so pleased and so blessed to be joining it with all you beautiful people. So thank you so much for being here. I'm sure I am not alone in saying that the last few months has been a really intense period with all the alignments going on, the solar flares, the crazy moons, just in general, all of the energy that's going on in the world. It's been a tough period for everyone, with their own personal shadow work that we're doing. It's just been a lot. So what I really wanted to do tonight was just get a big group together and just do something nice. Go back to basics a little bit, something that's not going to push us energetically too fast. You wake up hungover tomorrow, and just something that will help rebalance our systems. Going back to basics is always a good idea. Now, if you've watched the last few workshops that I've done with Tim, you may have seen I've started off the workshops by bringing through a channeled message. I sat down earlier on today and I thought I'd just see what happens again, see if we get a message from anyone that would like to share something with us this evening. And lo and behold, I did. So I just want to start off by reading this out for you. This was a message from Merlin and the Master Angels. Rest and relaxation is as much an important part of spiritual evolution as is meditation or shadow work. Through lack of self-love, our systems become clogged by the exuberations of our daily activities. Through changing our perspective and going within to find peace, joy, and laughter, we create space to fill with the light codes that we so readily pursue. The opportunity to take time for oneself is not only our right, it is our responsibility. So take this time, my beloved, to relax within the energies that we bring you tonight. You have done much to hear our call and share your light where it has been needed most. On this eve, let us share our light with you. Relax and enjoy. With all our love, Merlin and the Master Angels. And this is such an important message. This is a message that's as important for me as anyone else here. So often we're so busy with our daily lives. There's so much going on between our day jobs, between our family, between everything going on in the world. So it's so rare that we actually get the opportunity to stop and rest. But what Merlin's saying is absolutely right. We're on this ascension process, and I'm sure many of you, like myself, will feel driven. That we've got this goal that we're going for. We have this humongous task that we are helping to guide for the entire planet, and on our own personal levels to kind of reach our own state of mastery. And it's something that's, we're on this process we have to go through, we have to move through, and we're all trying to step forward to do the work. No one sitting here tonight will be just sitting back and going with the ride. Everyone is here because they are actively working and trying to help push themselves forward. But that pursuit of the higher vibration can become all-consuming, and myself included, you can kind of get into a pattern of doing, workshop after workshop after workshop of, raising your vibration, doing all these crazy things. And it puts your body under a lot of stress to take on that amount of light into your system. The light cannot come in unless you can make room for it. So, if you're trying to bring in all of these extra energies, you need to release something. And that then makes us feel kind of physically awful, quite frankly. So taking the time to step back, to find some joy, to find some laughter, to have a nap, whatever it is that you need to do, just to relax, allows the stress and the troubles of everything else to drift away, and then create that space within you, so then you can do the downloads and all the other things that are always going on around us. So it's such an important message, and one that I will do my best to take to heart as well. So that's what we're here today for, really. Something not too intensive, hopefully, but something that should feel nice and should feel you're leaving nice and shiny, but not exhausted. Many of you that have done my workshops and stuff before are familiar with my artwork, probably familiar with at least the 12 or the 15 chakra system. But I know some people have been kind of finding me from elsewhere and stuff recently, and maybe more familiar with the 7 chakra system and might not know too much about what it's about. So I wanted to kick off by giving you a brief introduction, really, on what is the 15 chakra system that I'm now working with, why not the 7 chakra system or even the 12. So as this ascension process started back in 2012, and the vibration of the planets rised rapidly, along with it, the vibration of ourselves and therefore our chakras changed. And as such, a whole number of new chakras came online, and we moved from the 7 to the 12. Now, the reason why a lot of this has changed, so color, I still see a lot of people talking about the 7 chakra system and the old color. So, working with red for the base chakra, for instance. Color is just frequency. It's when energy vibrates at a certain level, it takes on a color of that vibration that it's at. It's the same reason why all of the angels appear in different colors, like Archangel Michael appears in blue, for instance, because the vibration of his personal energy is that blue color. It matches that color. It's the same reason why you can have aura photography done and see different colors within your aura, because your own energetic systems are vibrating at that color at that time. You could then go and do an aura photography the next day, and the colors could be completely different because your energy has shifted. It's exactly the same with the chakras. So as the ascension process started and our vibration jumped rapidly, the vibration of our chakras jumped, and therefore the colors changed. And as with it, the roles of a lot of the chakras changed. So we moved into this evolved 12 chakra system. Now, many of you will have also seen me talking over the last last 6 months or something like that about the additional 3 chakras that bring us up to the 15 chakra system. And these are new ones as our process goes on, as our vibration is raising. Basically, we need new tools in order to help us deal with the systems. And these chakras are basically coming online within our systems to help us do that. So I'm just going to start off by really quickly running through the 15 chakras with a brief introduction as to what each one does, just to familiarize yourself with them. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a picture of each of these chakras on my screen. So hopefully you can see that. Yeah, it's just kicking in now. Excellent. So you will, even just by looking at these, they will begin to activate your systems. So you may notice some kind of odd sensations as we scroll through these, but just relax. This is just things cleansing and activating. This is a good thing. So we're going to start off by looking at the solar junction chakra. This is the latest one that I posted on my page. And this basically, it sits, if you take your spiritual body or your aura, this can extend up from your physical body up to 20 miles, but it can be drawn in. So the spiritual body, basically, you can flex it up and down depending on what your requirements are. It's quite a useful tool if you find yourself out and about and there's loads and loads of people and perhaps you're feeling a bit sensitive. You can just use your intent to just draw your spiritual body back in closer to you. But as I say, it can be up to 20 miles around. So that's literally your energy can affect everything within 20 miles of you. That is your power as a master these days, that you can just passively be raising the vibration of all of these spaces. Now, the solar junction chakra sits directly above you, right on the edge of this chakra, of this, this spiritual body. And it has a couple of primary functions. First of all, you may have seen, if you did the, I believe it was the Winter Solstice workshop with Tim Wilde and I last year, we did a thing about the light of the 7 suns. So for years, we have been receiving our spiritual kind of information has been directed to us through our personal sun, through the great central sun, through our sun and to us. Now, another 7 suns came online and also started sharing their light codes, their information with us. And that is one of the roles of the solar junction, is to receive all of this information and draw it directly into our systems. And we'll run through what some of those seven suns are and stuff in the visualization a little bit later on. The other role of this chakra is that it's connected directly to your monadic presence, which is, you know, your own soul, so the highest level of your highest self. And your monadic presence can download information as required to you directly through this chakra. And all of the other 14 chakras are actually, all the development of them on this planet is overseen by a particular archangel. That it's their job, their responsibility to look over every single person on the planet, helping them to develop that chakra. The solar junction is the only exception to this rule, which is actually overseen by our highest self. Next, we're going to move on to the stellar gateway chakra. If I can get my image to change, bear with me a second. There we go. So the stellar gateway chakra glows with orange golden light. And the role of this chakra, it sits about 1 meter above your head. And its role is to draw in energies to you directly from the cosmos. So all sorts of other universal energies that you may be hooking into, that may be downloaded to us, these can be received directly through the stellar gateway. And the development of this chakra is overseen by Archangel Metatron. Next, we have the Soul Star chakra, which is a purple magenta color with a blue center. Now this is kind of like a portal. And what it does is it allows us to access all of the wisdom, all of the knowledge that we have gathered through all of our past lives. So as and when we raise our vibration to a point that we are able to unlock certain things, certain gifts, certain talents that we've learned before, these can be downloaded to us directly through the Soul Star. It also acts as a portal directly to the halls of Amenti. So it's maybe a space that you'd be familiar with, but maybe not. It's basically like a 5th dimensional version of the Akashic Records. It contains vast information about everything that's happened on our planet at a 5th dimensional level. And it's somewhere that you can travel to, and you can directly go in to receive gifts to unlock some of your spiritual gifts and talents from the past. It's something that Tim Wilde has explored a lot in his workshops, and it's definitely worth checking out. The development of this chakra is overseen by Archangel Zadkiel and Mariel. Next is the causal chakra that looks like your own personal moon, and it is in fact directly connected to our moon. You may find that this chakra becomes a lot more active around the full moon periods. And its primary function is it aids in communication with higher realms. So if you want to work in particular with the angels or the unicorns, fully activating this, they can actually come directly, like the unicorns particularly like to come directly into your energetic fields to work through, work with you through this chakra. And the development of this is overseen by Archangel Christiel. Next up, we have the crown chakra, which glows with golden yellow light. And this is responsible for downloading information directly from your soul blueprint. So this is more about your life path, your mission, and retrieving information that is relevant to that and activating any necessary light codes within your bodies and fields. And the development of this is overseen by Archangel Jophiel. Next up is the third eye chakra. It sits directly over your forehead. And this appears as a glowing crystal ball with either a white or a green center. And I'm sure many of you will know all about the third eye already, but this is really responsible for your clairvoyant abilities. And it's in the fifth dimensional is unbelievably powerful as your manifestation tool. As within, so without. Whatever you're putting out into the universe, whatever your thoughts, you're instantly creating the world around you. And the development of this chakra is overseen by Archangel Raphael. Next, we have the Autumn Major chakra. This is one that there's been lots of talk about recently. It's always been around as a third dimensional chakra, but it was added to the fifth dimensional system in the beginning of the lockdowns in 2020. And its role at a fifth dimensional level is to allow us to all connect together to form a unity consciousness. In order for us to create the world that we want to create moving forward, we all need to be thinking as one. We all need to be always considering the highest good of everyone. And through the Autumn Major, we will all be connected. Everyone's thoughts kind of combined and merged, not in a way that we can hear their thoughts or, nothing overwhelming like that, but it's more like there's this collective consciousness that we're building that has everyone's energy into it. And by tapping into it, we will just know the best way to act for all. You may find when we work with this a lot that you have a bundle of cords coming out of the back of the Autumn Major chakra. This is the 3D aspect of it that we are still shedding. Tim Wilde and I talked a lot about this in our workshop at the beginning of the month. So if it's something you're interested in, it's worth checking out. There's a recording of that on Tim Wilde's website. And the development of the chakra is overseen by Archangel Gabriel. Next up is the throat chakra. I'm sure you're all incredibly familiar with this. It glows with royal blue light. And this is one of the biggest problem chakras that people are facing throughout this process, because for so long we've been kind of suppressed. We haven't been able to speak our truth, especially in past lives. Those of us that were awake and trying to work on the path when it would have been considered heresy and things like that. A lot of us were shut down from our throats. But it is one of the most powerful tools that we've got. When we visualize with our third eye, we create a vision for something, and then we express it out into the world through our mouth, through our throat. We have an incredible power to create. But it's really, really important that when we're speaking our truths, that we're doing so in a loving way. As with everything in the fifth dimensional, everything needs to be coming from a heart-centered space. The development of this chakra is overseen by Archangel Michael. Next up, we have the higher heart chakra, or the thymus chakra, which glows with aquamarine light. But you may see it. It was when I first saw this, I was presented it as the way you're seeing it in front of you now, placed in a golden bowl. Now, the role of this chakra is to help anchor our consciousness, which is represented by the golden light from the crown, and the love and compassion from our hearts, to combine them together so that we can remain in a heart-centered space, so that our thought process, we find balance basically between the heart and the mind, so that we can move forward, we can act in a loving, compassionate way, but also remaining grounded. That is very, very easy to, well, it's probably a wrong choice of words. It's not easy to remain in our hearts all the time, but sometimes when we do fall into that heart space, we become ungrounded, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place to be in. Don't, you know, I'm not saying that's a bad thing by any means, but we can become ungrounded and we can lose focus. Whereas where we are, at least at this stage in the process, we are very much here to do a job. We have a role within this ascension process, and that does require our minds, but we need to be acting from a heart-centered space. So that's why the thymus, the high heart chakra, is so important at the moment, because it's helping us find the balance between the two. And the development of this chakra is being overseen by Universal Angel Mary. Next up, we have the heart chakra. No surprise here, really. It's the center of love and compassion. It glows pure white with pink and a golden center. And this is the other part of the thymus, really, that I was talking about. This is the loving part and staying in our hearts. So the thymus really is the balance between the two. And the development of this chakra is overseen by Archangel Chamuel, Archangel Christiel, and Universal Angel Mary. Next up, we have the solar plexus, which glows with pure golden light. Now, the role of this chakra has always been to send feelers out into the world around us, essentially, in order just to perceive the area that we were in. At a third dimensional level, it was kind of like a safety warning. We were able to read the energies of people or situations to warn us whether something may have been a danger to us. But at a fifth dimensional level, it no longer needs to do this. And it's looking basically for love, for positive vibrations to bring into our environment. However, it is a problem chakra for a lot of people, as it can get stuck in its 3D blueprint and still be looking for fear. And sadly, this can then result in lots of anxiety and things like that. So it's a chakra that's well worth kind of spending some time to focus on. Again, my dear friend Tim Wild's done some excellent stuff. If you search his website, From Fear to Love, you will find some exercises to help you work on that if that's something that resonates with you. Next up, we have the navel chakra. And this glows with orange light. And this is designed basically to connect us to every other being in the universe at a fifth dimensional level. This is quite different from kind of cords or attachments where someone may kind of be hooking into your energy in a negative way. This is pure high vibrational connections, and really helps establish us as all being part of one greater whole. There's no separation between me or any of you here, or the birds outside, or the trees or anything. We are all one, and we are all connected. The development of this chakra is overseen by Archangel Gabriel. Then we have the sacral chakra, which glows with soft pink light. And this fifth dimensional level is all about us maintaining high frequency relationships. You may find throughout this process that old friends, maybe even family members, partners, old connections that you had have drifted away, that you've lost those. And really that is part of the process, because those people no longer serve your highest purpose. They're not necessarily healthy relationships for you. But when fully activated and working at fifth dimensional level, the sacral chakra will draw to you the perfect relationships for your life, to bring joy, to bring happiness, and to bring fulfillment into what you need in your life. Again, the development of this chakra is overseen by Archangel Gabriel. Then we have the base chakra, which glows with platinum light. It's often referred to as the seat of the soul, and its primary role at the fifth dimension is to anchor your highest self into your physical body by repeating the mantra, I am my highest self. I am my highest self. I am my highest self. We call down energy from our monadic presence, which flows through our systems and settles into the physical body, into the base chakra. Once again, the development of this chakra is overseen by Archangel Gabriel, making him a very, very busy man because he is overseeing the development of 4 chakras in total. Last but not least, the Earth Star, which glows with a hematite grey light. This exists just beneath your feet. And at the 5th dimensional, it's responsible for grounding, keeping you rooted on the earth and feeling present. It's so important, but this is such a powerful chakra to allow you to do this. So that's it. That's a brief introduction to the 15 5th dimensional chakras. Okay. So that being said, I've got quite a long visualization for you tonight. So I think we're just going to roll straight into it. I'm just going to have a quick glug of water. And one thing before we do, actually, I wanted to mention, if you have a crystal with you tonight, this is not something that you have to do. You don't have to have a crystal, so don't worry about it at all. But if you do have one with you tonight, what you could do is to record this visualization that we're about to run through. Oh, apologies, I've just seen it in the chat. Alicia's just asked who is the Archangel for the Earth Star. I forgot to say, that is Archangel Sandalphon. And the solar plexus is Archangel Uriel. Just seen that pop up for Raven as well. So my apologies if I skipped over those. If you are interested, there's all of the artwork that you've just seen is on my website with descriptions of each of the chakras as well. If you want to go away and kind of read up on some of this a little bit more, so my website's at newmoonart.co.uk. Just New Moon Art, all one word. So sorry, what I was saying before, just to hop back, if you have a crystal with you, what you can do is you can record this visualization that we're about to run through. And then if you ever want to play it back, if you ever want to reactivate all of your chakras, you can just basically request that the crystal play this back to you. So you can do that whilst you're out and about, whilst you're busy, whatever you want to be doing, you can just play it back. So if you've not done this before, it does work best with a clear crystal of some kind. So anything that you can see through, so a quartz or a rose quartz or an amethyst, anything like that. It doesn't need to be big. It can be the tiniest thing. Crystals can record an unbelievable amount of energy. It's staggering. So if this is something that you want to do, when we start the workshop, all you need to do is take your crystal in your hand and basically ask it to start recording the energy of the visualization. And what you can do is you can give it a name that you want to record it as. So you might want to say, Crystal, can I ask that you begin to record this visualization and call it 15 chakra activation. And then when we finish the visualization, ask the crystal to stop recording. And then at any point in time, you can just ask your crystal, replay 15 chakra activation. And it will start running through that and applying the energy back to your systems. So it's a really useful tool, especially for something like this today, that's quite a kind of a general meditation that you might want to do on a regular basis. It can be really useful. So I just thought I would mention that. If you don't have a crystal, if you don't want to do it, don't worry about it at all. Or I saw someone ask about recording. This video will be available on my page afterwards. So you could always play it back another time and record it then. It's completely up to you. So get yourselves nice and comfortable. Someone's just asked, can you share the crystal with someone else, or is it just for me? Yes, you can share the crystal with someone else if you want to, and then let them know how to replay it back. That should work. So get yourself nice and comfortable. Get some water by your side if you want to. I'm just going to have a quick refill. And when you're ready, close your eyes. Actually, I'm just going to bring up the artwork on the screen as well. If you want to do this today with your eyes open, you absolutely can do. But if you want to, just keep your eyes closed and just relax. The artwork will be on the screen and the energy will still be applying, so don't worry. I'm just going to get us started off with the wonderful Archangel Metatron on the screen, who's going to be joining us tonight as well. And we'll roll through the chakras as we get there. So when you're ready, just take a deep breath. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Once again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And one last time, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just feel your physical body beginning to relax. Out of the darkness, you become aware of a tiny pinprick of light in front of you. It soon begins to grow brighter and brighter, radiating incredible golden orange light. Then, in a flash, standing before you is the incredible Archangel Metatron. He is dressed in the finest white robes, trimmed with glowing orange golden light. And you see his familiar cube geometry emblazoned on the chest. As you watch, this geometry appears to almost pulse and vibrate before you. Well, hello, my child, he cheerfully says to you. What a pleasure it is to be with you on this fine day. We have a little treat in store for you. So please, come, come. In front of him, you see a shaft of light appear, seemingly from nowhere. It lights up the floor like a spotlight. Archangel Metatron takes a step forward into the light and begins to gently ascend up into the beam of light. And when you are ready, step into the light. As you begin to gently float upwards, feel yourself becoming lighter and lighter. Breathe in this light and breathe out any stress or tension that you may be feeling. With each breath, feel your body relaxing more and more. Feel the muscles in your back gently letting go. Feel your legs relaxing and easing into the ground beneath you. Feel the light flowing through your arms and into your hands, softening them as you let them rest. Feel the light flow into your head, into your face. Feel it flowing into your eyes, into your nose, into your mouth. Just feel all the muscles just relaxing. Feel your whole body letting go. And just take a moment to enjoy the peace as you Continue to gently ascend up this beam of light. As you travel higher and higher, feel your vibration rising and your mind relaxing. Letting go of any thoughts and stepping into a state of calm. Still traveling higher, the light begins to increase in intensity until you are completely bathed in this incredible white light. And then in a flash, you find yourself standing in a room made of infinite colors of light. All around you, you see swirls, patterns, and orbs dancing around the room as if they were playing a game. It is like being in a beautiful dream. In a circle around you stands 12 mighty archangels, each holding hands. They look upon you with compassion and love, each one carrying deep gratitude to be able to share this space with you. As you look around this room, you recognize the faces of Archangel Sandalphon, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Shamuel, Archangel Christiel, Universal Angel Mary, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Jophael, Archangel Mariel, Archangel Zadkiel, and Archangel Metatron. Archangel Sandalphon steps forward to greet you, dressed in beautiful black robes. Welcome to this space that we have created for us to share this experience with you tonight. This is a safe space where nothing but love can operate. So relax and enjoy your time here. Let go of the concerns of the mortal plane and join us in celebration of life. Are you ready to begin? With a nod from you, Sandalphon places one hand at your back and the other gently lifts your legs as if you are weightless. He places you into a horizontal position, hovering over nothing, but yet you feel as if you're lying on a bed of clouds. The sound of beautiful music rises all around you as the angels begin to sing in perfect unison. It almost feels like the room itself joins in as the harmony reverberates so beautifully through this space. You let your consciousness drift and you find yourself looking out over your body, ready to witness these mighty beings do their work. Archangel Sandalphon moves to your feet and begins to work on your Earth Star chakra. He places his hand over this hematite grey sphere, and you see lines of pure white light emanating from him, as he begins to draw geometric shapes around this area. He then reaches into the chakra and retrieves a bundle of silver threads, drawing them down towards the ground. From around the room, you notice a number of the orbs that had been busy playing rush over and collect the bundle of cords and travel down through the floor of this room and out of sight. A moment later, you feel a rush of energy as they have grounded you deeply into the earth. You may notice a tingling sensation in your feet as the energy here begins to settle. Archangel Sandalphon bows deeply before you and then returns to the circle around you. Next, Archangel Gabriel steps forward, dressed in pure white robes and glowing with incredible diamond light. He moves to your side, standing by your lower torso, and reaches out, hovering his hands above the base of your spine before beginning work on your base chakra. As he moves his hands above this area, you see pure white light emanating from him. He then reaches into his own heart center and retrieves an incredible diamond. It is at least 6 inches around, and he places it directly into this chakra. Just relax for a minute and allow Gabriel's incredible cosmic diamond of purity to cleanse and balance this chakra. Once finished, he moves his hands up a few inches to the space between the base of your spine and your belly button to begin work on your sacral chakra. You see him drawing incredible geometric patterns around the soft pink glow of this chakra. And then once again, he reaches into his heart center and retrieves another perfect diamond. This one just like before, and he places it into your sacral chakra. Just relax for a minute as the energy here clears and balances. Know that your sacral chakra is working at the highest level to manifest the perfect relationships in your life. And when he is finished, he moves another couple of inches up to your belly button. Watch as he draws beautiful geometric shapes around this chakra. And once again, he reaches into his heart to retrieve another perfect diamond, and then places it into the bright orange glow of your navel chakra. Just take a minute to enjoy this energy as it clears and balances. Know that you are connected to every other being in the universe in a state of oneness. And when he is finished, Archangel Gabriel takes a step back and bows deeply before you and returns to the circle. Next, you see Archangel Uriel approach, dressed in white robes and glowing with incredible golden yellow and ruby light. He walks up beside you and places his hands over the golden yellow of your solar plexus. You watch as he begins to draw energy out of this energetic vortex. You may see strange objects being removed here, or even smoke or sludge. Whatever you see, do not worry. These are just energies that have been picked up during your daily activities that do not belong to you. And just relax as he begins to draw beautiful geometric patterns over this chakra fire as he purifies and rebalances it. Know that your solar plexus is attuned to look only for love. When he is finished, Archangel Uriel bows before you and returns to the circle. Next, Archangel Christiel, Archangel Chamuel, and Universal Angel Mary step forward and stand around you to form a triangle. One of them at each of your sides and one at your head. In unison, all three angels begin to work together over your heart chakra, each drawing its own section of a beautiful geometric pattern and placing it within the swirling pink and white and golden light of your heart center. You may see one of them remove something from your heart. If you do not worry. This is something that no longer serves your purpose, so feel joy as you let it go. Just relax as these three powerful angels work to clear and rebalance this chakra. Feel the love emanating from these incredible beings and know that you too can carry this vibration yourself whenever you want to. When finished, Archangels Christiel and Chamuel bow before you and return to the circle, while Universal Angel Mary remains. She begins to work just above your thymus, between your heart and throat. Watch as she creates beautiful geometric shapes over the vibrant aquamarine colored higher heart chakra. She begins to draw beautiful golden light down from your crown chakra and into the higher heart. Watch as this golden light of your crown is merging with the aquamarine light of your higher heart. And know that your conscious thought is being combined with the love in your heart to help you operate from a heart-centered place at all times. And just relax for another moment as Universal Angel Mary continues to clear and balance this chakra. When she is finished, she bows before you and returns to the circle. And next, Archangel Michael steps forward. Not in his normal battle gear, but dressed in simple blue and golden robes. He positions himself by your head and begins work on the royal blue vortex of your throat chakra. Breathe into this area. Feel it relaxing as he begins to draw beautiful geometric shapes around this chakra. And then Archangel Michael reaches around the back of your neck and you feel a gentle clicking sensation as he removes an energetic collar from around your neck. You agreed to wear this collar many lifetimes ago in order to limit your power while living in 3D, but it's no longer needed, and you are now free to speak your truth with love and compassion. Just relax for another moment as he continues to clear and balance this chakra. And when he's finished, he bows deeply before you and returns to the circle. And next up, Archangel Gabriel steps forward again. He moves into position at the back of your head, where the top of your neck meets your skull, and begins work on your Alta Major chakra. Just relax as you watch him draw powerful geometric shapes and placing them into the pure white vortex of this chakra. And once again, Gabriel reaches into his heart center to retrieve yet another perfect diamond and places it over this chakra. You may become aware of a bundle of accords attached at the back of your head. And just watch as countless of these tiny threads begin to disconnect. And just relax once more as the energy here clears and rebalances. Archangel Gabriel bows before you and returns to the circle. Then Archangel Raphael steps forward, dressed in vibrant emerald green robes. He stands at the top of your head and begins to work on your third eye, right in the center of your forehead. Relax as he draws powerful geometric patterns into the glowing crystal ball of this chakra. And feel any fog or mist that may be obscuring the clarity of this ball simply disappearing. Just continue breathing as he rebalances and purifies your third eye. Know that your clairvoyant abilities are working at the highest possible level. And when he is finished, he bows before you and returns to the circle. And then Archangel Jophiel steps forward, dressed in beautiful yellow robes. He steps into position behind your head and begins to work on the golden yellow vortex of your crown chakra. You may notice a tingling sensation at the top of your head as he begins to draw incredible geometric patterns and places them into this area. And just relax as he continues to balance and fully activate your crown chakra. And when he is finished, he bows before you and returns to the circle. Then Archangel Christiel steps forward once again, dressed in pure white robes. He places himself a foot or so above your head and begins to work on your causal chakra, which looks like your own personal glowing moon. Watch as he places powerful geometric patterns into this energetic vortex. And continue breathing into this area as he rebalances and purifies this chakra. Know that you can communicate clearly with the higher realms. And when he is finished, he bows before you and returns to the circle. Then Archangel Zadkiel, dressed in purple, and Archangel Mariel, dressed in magenta, step forward. They place themselves on either side at about 18 inches above your head and begin to work on the beautiful magenta energetic vortex of your soul star chakra. Just relax as in perfect unison, they begin to draw geometric shapes into this area. Continue breathing as they rebalance and fully activate this vortex. And know that right now, you have access to all that you need from the combined knowledge and wisdom of your soul's evolution. And when they are finished, they bow before you and return to the circle. And then Archangel Metatron steps forward. And he moves into position about 1 meter above your head. He then places his hands at either side of the geometric pattern that is emblazoned on his robes. And with a forward motion, this geometric pattern lifts from his clothes and hovers in the air before him. He then rotates the shape and places it within the beautiful golden orange of your stellar gateway chakra. You become aware of a cup or a chalice in the center of this chakra. Watch as it fills with beautiful liquid light as powerful cosmic energies flow into you through this vortex. Just relax as Archangel Metatron continues to cleanse and rebalance this chakra. And when he is finished, he bows deeply before you and returns to the circle. Just take a moment to continue to relax in this energy. Now bring attention to your 4-body system. First, your physical body. Hopefully this is feeling nice and relaxed now. Then bring your attention to your mental body, the energetic field that sits around your head area. Then to your emotional body, which surrounds your entire physical body. And finally, to your spiritual body, which can extend up to 20 miles out from your physical body. Focus your attention on a point at the very top of your spiritual body, directly above your head. Here sits the solar junction chakra, glowing with incredible golden light like your own personal sun. You can see flowing into this chakra 7 strands of different colored but powerful light. This is the light of the 7 galactic suns. This includes light from Rigel in the Orion constellation, from Sirius A in Canis Major, from Alpheratz in Andromeda, from Alcyone in the Pleiades cluster, from Arcturus in Bootes, from Antares in Scorpius, and from Vega in the Lyran constellation. Energy, light codes, and intergalactic wisdom flow into you via your solar junction from these powerful sources. Follow this light as it fills your entire spiritual body, clearing and purifying any lower vibrations and raising this field to the highest possible frequency. Know that you are raising the vibration of everything within the vast radius of this energetic body. As the light fills your spiritual body, allow it to flow into your emotional body. It clears and purifies any lower vibrations, releasing anything that no longer serves your purpose, and leaving this body clear, pure, and vibrating at the highest possible frequency. Then allow the light to flow into your mental body, allowing it to fill the area around your head with the incredible multicolored light of these 7 suns. Know that it is clearing the energies here, removing anything lower than a 5th dimensional level, and leaving this energetic body vibrating at the highest possible frequency. And lastly, allow the light to fill your physical body, letting it flow into any areas of pain or discomfort, releasing any remaining stress or tension, and leaving you feeling perfectly relaxed. And just take a moment to rest in this beautiful energy. And a moment later, one of the archangels steps forward by your left-hand side. Which one it is will depend on you and your soul mission. They place their right hand on your heart and take your left hand in theirs. Do not worry if you are not sure which angel has stepped forward for you. Just relax in their powerful energy. You begin to see powerful, bright light moving from their heart center and flowing down into yours. This is a gift from this archangel to you. Something that will help you fulfill your destiny in this lifetime. Just breathe this energy in and let it do its work. And when they have finished, they place their hand at your back and gently rotate you into a standing position before returning to the circle. The archangels begin to fade out their singing before bowing before you once again in perfect unison. Take a moment to thank these incredible beings for their assistance here today. Archangel Metatron steps forward once again and takes you by the hand before you begin to gently descend from this incredible space back to where you started. As you travel back down, begin to become aware of the ground beneath you. Bring your attention to your feet. to your legs, to your torso, your arms, your hands, your fingers, to your head. And when you feel ready, open your eyes. There you go. Just take a moment if you want to, just to wiggle your feet on the ground. Maybe have a little stretch. How did that all feel? Do you know which angel stepped forward to you? It'd be interesting to see if there's anyone in particular stepping forward for people, or if we've got a good mix. Thank you for all your kind words. I'm so pleased you enjoyed that. The recording of this event will be available on my Facebook page. So if you would like to revisit this at any time, if you did ask your crystal to record, don't forget to ask it to stop now. And as I mentioned before, if you want to know any more about any of the chakras we talked about tonight, all of the information is on my website at newmoonart.co.uk. I do also have prints for sale of all of my artwork on there as well. Just a couple of examples here in various sizes. These are the smallest ones, but we do some bigger ones as well. But they can be quite nice for kind of laying on particular areas or whatever. And these are printed on nice high quality photo paper. I also wanted to take the opportunity to share with you, I'm really excited. I have organized another event, which I'm going to be running by myself on May the 25th. And this workshop is called Activating the Christ Light Within. I'm really excited about this one. I'm sure many of us will have worked with the Christ light before, but we tend to work with it as a kind of external source that we call in. But the truth is that it's within all of us. It's within every single molecule of our being, of every single molecule out there. So we're going to be exploring that. We are going to be igniting a flame of the Christ light within our hearts. To raise our vibration, to bring that beautiful Christ-loving energy within us all, and talk about practical ways to live within your daily lives. And Lady Claire, one of the Elohim of Purity, has stepped forward to work with me during this workshop, which I've never worked with her before. I'm really excited. Really just incredible energy, something else. So I'm really, really excited about that. If you are interested and would like to join us, the information is on my website. Again, if you go to newmoonart.co.uk and go to the events page, you will see that there in the list. The price for that one is £11. I will be doing more free events in the future. I don't have a date for another one yet, but I do want to make sure that every now and then I do throw some freebies in here as well. So as always, keep an eye on my Facebook page, or you can sign up to my email newsletter via my website. And thank you so much for being here with me tonight. It's really been an absolutely beautiful experience, such a pleasure to do this. And I'm so grateful that so many of you came out to join me. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to you all. I love you all, and thank you. And I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye-bye.